Hey my vintage paper lovers, welcome to Steph's Design Space where the past and present meet in journal form. My name is Stephanie and today I'm going to show you how to make a really simple, cute cover using these canvases. Now I got these at Hobby Lobby, but you can get them at the Dollar Tree. I don't think as many come in a pack, so this has 2, 4, 5. Oh, there it goes. 5-pack, 4x6 for $2.79. And if the Master's Touch is on sale, then you can get them even cheaper. And I know that the Dollar Tree has some. I just don't remember how many are in a pack. Anyway, so I need 3 of these panels. And then I'll put the other 2 up here. And now I have to undo them. How is everybody doing? Make sure I hit record. Sometimes I wonder about myself. So I did go on TikTok Live earlier. I was painting the picture frame that I'm going to use for this project. Just trying to, you know, reach out to more people. Everyone should enjoy Steph's Design Space, right? But my YouTube family will always be my #1 fam. Oh, okay. I'm just taking the plastic off of these. Now the cool thing about these too is you could honestly paint them. You could do whatever. But I'm just going to use them. It's just an easy way where I'm not having to cut down a cereal box, and they are sturdy, right? So they are super sturdy. Perfect for cup. You know, they have all different sizes of these too. So I am also going to show you, we are not having a spine that big. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. At first I thought I was going to cut it in half. So these are 4x6, so half would be 2 inches. I just feel like that is a ginormous spine for such a small journal. So what I am going to do is I am going to cut it down at 1 inch. So I am going to draw a line. Where are my rulers? I still haven't quite figured out all my work. I wonder, do we think this chomper will cut it? You know what? There's only one way to find out. If I mess it up, then I will do it the other way. But you know, I am all about if I don't have to measure. I know. Color me lazy. Actually, let me do this. I know it is 1 inch, so I'm going to cut it at 3. Okay, let's see. Nope, I can tell. I don't want to break it. So that is a no. I have to do it the old-fashioned way. Finding my ruler would be incredibly nice. Okay, I don't like that location, so that is not going to work for me. Now I could do 1.5 inch spine. So this is 1.5 inch. I'm just wondering if that is still such a big spine, right? So if I did 1.5 inch, that would be like, yeah, that's too big. I'm not doing that. I'm going to stick with 1 inch. 1 inch I can do 2 signatures in 1 inch. Or just 1, like really big signature, which is probably what I am going to do. I don't need to. Oh, I'm going to do it this way. That way I am more comfortable in cutting. So I'm going to use my rotary cutter and get on camera for y'all. I have still yet to figure out I'm gonna have to move my whole setup since I switched my filming desk. I'm gonna have to switch my camera setup as well, and I just have not had time to do that. So we're just gonna have to suffer together. Oh, that is nowhere near enough, but I can follow the groove. This is probably worse than watching paint dry. There we go. Finally. Okay, and this is just a mess. Okay, set that up at the top, so now I have plenty of spines to go around. Okay, so making a cover. Let me just get all this off of here. That would be good. Okay, now I am going to put that like that. Sorry, I'm still struggling with remembering where I put all of my tools. Apparently it is not in that drawer. Or that one. Seriously? Well, oh well, hopefully for y'all's sake I remember to edit that out. I don't know where my fen tool is, and that is aggravating. Dang it. Okay, still can't find it, and so I need to do a much better job of cleaning and organizing my office. I was just looking for, and I swear I saw it not too long ago. Okay, I'm gonna stop obsessing. Easier said than done, but that is what I am going to do. So, just gonna leave a wee little space, and then I'm gonna get, this is just like, I don't know, it's almost, I want to say white duct tape. And we are going to just tape these together. I'm going to put this down. Okay, how long is that? What is it? 4 by 6. So I need 6 inches of tape. See, this right here is what helped my brain. And then I don't have to keep fooling with this big old roll of anything. Done. Basically, it is white duct tape. And now I'm just going to take a strip. It is so sticky. There we go. Sometimes not sometimes, most of the time, I really do overcomplicate things. So if that is also you, you are in very good company. This is not good. And that is how we're going to deal with that. Oh, nope, that is not even. Okay. Ugh. Good thing this is all getting covered up. Now, one more strip. Well, at least you know on my channel, you get the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the real. So, I struggle just as much as the next person, if not more so. At least that's how I feel anyway, the more so part. Okay, now if I can peel this up. It's because I would do better if I turned it sideways. That's my story and I'm just going to stick to it. Okay. There we go. All good. Right? Right. So the next thing we're going to do is the fabric. So this is the fabric that I have chosen. Now, glue, I don't want to use wet glue. So, oh, you know what? No, I have a better way. So I cut this 10 by 7. So this is 4 by 6. And I left an inch front and back for folding. So instead of putting this on and guessing, I did make myself a template. Y'all know I am the lover of all things templates. So I made myself one just out of, 8.5 by 11. I just cut it down. Actually, I'm going to bring that in because that is, I'll end up cutting that off, I think. It's the, like the label, right, for the type of fabric. I'll show it to you when I cut it off. Am I even on camera? No, it's because I'm so zoomed in. Let me zoom out. There we go. Now y'all can watch me struggle some more. Because that's just what we do. Okay. Now I am just using this paper as my template. Okay, and that should be good. And there's always the little bits, right? I am trying to get this done ahead of time because my husband and I have, why am I doing that? A concert that we're going to on Thursday. So I'm filming this on Wednesday. We have a concert that we're going to. Oh, and this is like what I cut off. So it's just that part, and I really didn't, focus. Focus. But it's like, tells you what kind it is, right? So I didn't really want that on the inside. Now I don't need this anymore. This is the perfect size, give or take. Just gonna leave that up there for this. I'm gonna line it up, and then the only thing I really need to do is trim the corners. Okay, that. I'm gonna use my my mat as my board to measure. Okay, so that is where it should be. All right, now I'm just going to cut the corners. That was a wee bit close. I love it how it doesn't cut fully, right? That one did. Did you? No. And you did. Okay, so I am going to do what I have done before. I am not going to glue it on the front. I am just going to glue this down with a hot glue gun. And I'm going to show you. So it is a different method than I've ever seen. I'm not saying it's never been done. I'm just saying I have not seen it done. I kind of keep these in place. I'll put my book weights down. I do need my silicone smusher. And we are going to have to adjust slightly because Stephanie got super close to this corner. Oh yeah, I got really close, too close to the corners. But we will fix that. I have a solution. Always have a solution. No, I really don't always. And this is the cutie patootie that's going to go in the front, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. We're gonna start here and do a line. And remember, if you smush it, it does not leave a hump, right? So that is our goal, is to smush it down. And I'm just kind of pulling it tight, smushing it. Okay, and I'm going to do this part so it's super tight. Because I didn't glue it on the front, this is kind of thin fabric. I don't want any glue coming through, and I have found this works perfect. And if it doesn't, then you'll never see this video. I couldn't resist. That was too funny. Okay, so I am gonna do this and pull it tight. Helps if I have the proper tools in my hand and not use my hand. Okay. Now, for the ease of my, well, thought it was going to be easier that way, but and that didn't even get covered at all. But it is okay. And the outside is perfect. Now this part we will fix. Okay? So I already have some stuff out that I want to use. But what I'm going to do first is the inside of the cover. And I did pull this paper to go. So this is 4x6, so I want to say this should be, to cover everything, 3.5 by 5.5. So let's start with that. I should have cut these and I didn't, so my apologies for that. 3.5 by 5.5. So 3.5, because I want it to go that way. And I will work on what we're going to put in the middle. I already know what I'm going to put in the middle. 3.5. Let me just... That math ain't mathin', is it? Okay, let's just do 4. So it should be 3 3/4. So 3 3/4. Is this even gonna be long enough? No. So I'm not gonna have enough of this paper because I miss. Alright, time to find another piece of paper. But now I know, right? 3 3/4. So I'm flipping through these. And I could do that one. It's a little too greenish for me. I could do, here, let's, I think that is a little too, yeah, a little too green. That's why I was going for that yellow gold. That, I mean, maybe. So let's just take a look at that. This green I know is out. I have this one, but also have that one. What is, oh, this one I think I like. I think I'm going to go with this one. It is not as, it's almost the same colors as the original one. See how I feel like that goes? And now that I know, I will have enough paper. Okay. So I want it to go like this. So 3 3/4. And then I'm going to do 5 3/4, not 5.5. Okay, where is the book? But see how just by laying, gluing these sides down and not the front, like it is tight, it has wiggle room. It looks amazing. Like I love the way that this looks. Okay, so that is gonna go fine. Again, I have something that I was gonna put around the edges anyway to cover, and it will cover up any of those flaws. So I'm not worried about that corner. Okay, so I just need to cut another one. So 3 3/4 and 5 3/4. Perfect. Okay, now I can get rid of this. Now I'm going to put these down first, and then this is what I am going to put down the middle. Is this right here. And so that's why I want to put these, because that ruffle is going to really make a difference. So I'm going to put these down first. No. I'm going to use this one. This is that Hobby Lobby one. I really should get a something and write on it so I can tell y'all what it is, because I always forget. Oh, I am being a silly girl. Yes, I am. Now, should I ink it with aged mahogany, or should we go brown? I'm thinking brown. All right, so I'm going to round the corners. I'm going to ink it up with, what am I going to use? Vintage Photo. Yep, I'm going to use Vintage Photo. So I'm going to do that really fast. And I'm going to glue them down really fast, because I have already like spent a ridiculous amount of time making mistakes. So, I am going to ink and glue, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so those are glued down, and now I am going to take this beautiful ribbon. I know that is a bit more than I need, but let's face it, I haven't been cutting properly yet, so we will take that into consideration. Scissors, because I do need to trim this a hair. Okay. So I am going to just glue the middle and let this be free flowing so it folds up. Let me put this back in here, because we know how quickly this stuff will just be no good. Okay. Ouch. Get Glenda back out. I can't believe I just said ouch out loud. You know, the older you get, the more pains you have. I'm just zooming y'all in a little bit more. Okay, while I'm waiting for her to get hot, this is, I'm going to cut this in half, and we are going to glue it down all around the edges, because we're going to have some fluff. Again, smushing it down will keep it from having the humps and lumps that you generally get when you use a glue gun, because I don't like those humps and lumps either. Okay, that is the inside. How pretty is that already? So pretty, Stephanie. Okay. All right, so now what I have to do is let's see. Cut that. Let me put her back over here. Let me go ahead and get these cut, and then I'll be right back. Okay, that was challenging, but I try and figure out which side I want now on the front, because it doesn't matter until, well, this, but I'm not worried about that too much. So, do I like it like that or like this? And I think I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so last thing. I know this has been like a forever long video, but I know I'm fast forwarding through a lot of things. So, now I picked out this picture to go on it. Now I know there's a glare. I am going to zoom in while I'm doing this, right? It's not going to make the glare go away, but at least y'all can like really see what I'm doing. So I picked this picture, and the frames that I had in like any of the colors. So I painted this one. This one was a brown. I painted it with unbleached titanium is what I painted it with, right? So I used unbleached titanium. I painted 2 coats, and then I took Victorian velvet after it was dry, and I just like inked it up, right? So I'm gonna hit some of these corners, but I'm also going to, so you can see how it has given it the, come on, zoom, focus. It has given it like that pinkish look. So what I want to do now is hit it with, just around in the corners, aged mahogany, right, to give it that little pop. I was thinking I wanted to do like a dark brown. I don't know what to do. All right, well, let's see if I'm gonna like the aged mahogany, or where is scorched timber? I don't know. Okay, if I have it on the background. I like the aged mahogany. I like the red. It really picks that up. The scorched timber is no. Okay, so now that I know, we're just gonna do aged mahogany just around the corners, right? Not the whole thing. I just kind of want to hit those corners a little bit, just to give it a little pop. And then I am going to do like the inside of the frame. You know what my saying is, if you don't have it, make it. I definitely didn't have any red or pink frames. Alright, so I am... Now I also had another thought. But if I do it, it's a commitment. Like, I am committing to it. I was thinking about taking a paintbrush and lightly dusting her bow with the Victorian velvet. And this paintbrush is probably too wide. I mean, if we don't try new stuff, we'll never know if we like it and if it's gonna work or not. So I say we're gonna try it. Okay, we move this stuff out of the way. Where is my Victoria? You know how they have those paintings or pictures or whatever, and you look at it and it's all like black and white, and then there's this pop of color. I know y'all can't see. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. All right, let me see if I can get it to stupid focus. You know, see, it's just very subtle right there, the little bit of pink, and that's it. Okay. I was going to try to give her pink cheeks, but I decided not to. Now the question is this going to stay? Yeah, looks like it is. Alright, now I need to glue. I need to glue her onto the back. And then we will put this on. Look at that. God, I wish I could like see the full thing. In the picture, I'll take a really good picture and show y'all where there's no glare. That looks so good. Okay, so don't be afraid to ink up or paint your photos. Okay, so she is gonna go on the front, but I'm not done. Okay, so I'm gonna put her on the front. Oh, the glare is so bad. Okay, you know what we're gonna have to do about that. I know, the world's longest video. It is what it is. I'm gonna do this really fast. It is clear gesso, and it will take away the glare, as well as kind of seal in the ink on her little bow. Not white gesso, clear gesso. Okay, so I'm gonna just let that dry, and I will come back and show you whatever else I'm gonna do to it. And by the way, when I put the clear gesso over it, it took away the pink on the bow. So I know that I will be able to add the pink back over the gesso. So that is what it is going to look like. See how it's already changed how much of the glare there is? And once it dries, it'll be much better. Okay guys, that's it for now. I will be back and show you the finish. Well, I'm just gonna show you now because I don't want to come back for this one thing. But I have this, and so I feel like I want to put this like over it, like that. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do something in this top corner. I probably will, but I don't know what yet. So that is how I'm gonna do that. So isn't that amazingly gorgeous? Yes, it is. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me for so long. Y'all rock, and I appreciate you. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, do all the things. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.